right, greetings everyone. I just want to do a quick video. I haven't done videos in a few days, obviously, because, like I said in the other video, I was getting ready for the storm. And after the storm passed, so I'm done with all that. I made it through okay. My power went out a little bit, but it wasn't too bad for me. And also, too, I don't have any videos with Junior because he's deployed and he's down there. I guess he told me in the middle of nowhere. They've been clearing trees and stuff with his unit. So I hadn't had a chance for us to go out in the range. I want to test this guy here out, but I hadn't had a chance to because been busy, like I said, doing the deployment stuff with Junior, so we hadn't had a chance. So what I want to go over is I'm looking for different mounts. And I have this Naruto or Narito, whatever it's called, bayonet style mount. And I cannot get it to go in. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I don't think I broke anything. But, so the issue is, this mount will go in here, but this little piece, so it goes in and it has enough space. I've measured it with my measuring. The issue is this little piece here in the back, and it can be removed. I don't know if it's supposed to be there like a little stopper or you can take it out. I mean, you can. It's just bolted in. You can unscrew it. So, as far as I know, it might be made like this, but I tried this mount or adapter for the bayonet. And what this one is for, it came from, I think, ATI. And it's meant to go on a PVS-7 because this was kind of like what this one is. But no, it doesn't work. The dovetail on here is all wrong. It's not wide enough. So just save yourself some trouble and just buy one of the Wilcox clones if you don't want to spend a lot of money. So I got one of those coming and I'm going to test it and see how good it does. Because this one here is too much aggravation trying to find the right one. And I know sometimes the what do you call it? The other Wilcox one is more expensive. So they make a Naruto one, and I'm calling Naruto because of the cartoon, but I think it's Narito or something, Naruto or something like that. They actually make one of these that has the built-in Wilcox adapter, but they are still kind of pricey. If you were to get one of those from Amazon, you're looking at between $100. So it's cheaper just to go in and buy the Wilcox, which is about 60, I think. I don't even remember how much I paid for it. If you're buying it from AliExpress, I believe that combo mount is about $60 from there as well. It's cheaper than Amazon. And then if you bought a regular Wilcox, I think it's around $30. And these guys are metal, and the one that I'm getting is made out of aluminum as well. The main difference is I believe their real ones are titanium, and that's the reason why they cost so much. But we shall see. I'm just working on a few things. I want to go out there and test it. I did some testing during the hurricane, and I was able to see pretty decently with it. I tested it in complete darkness when all the power was out in my neighborhood. And one thing that I did notice that's different, I could see through my neighbor's windows. I'm not trying to be creep. I mean, my neighbor had the curtains and everything up, and I couldn't see the light with the naked eye, but I could see the light with this. I could, so I'm guessing that it probably was an incandescent lamp or maybe a candle, something that was giving off infrared light, because I could definitely see her window glowing. If I looked at it, I can't. When I looked out my window, if I looked at her window, I can't see anything with the naked eye, but I definitely could see it with this. So that's just something interesting. I'm not sure if people that played around with other night vision, can you see, like, if you're looking through a window at night and they have candles or something in there? No, I'm not a bounty hunter. I think yeah, Ghost Rain. No, I'm not a bounty hunter. No, I live in my city. I got hit by the hurricane, and we were supposed to get a direct hit, but the last minute, the storm kind of went slightly to the west, and it still went through my city, but it kind of went through the outskirts, the country area, and then the storm kept on going further. I'm not sure if it's south. I think it might be further east in my case. But since my son is in the guard, I had already took him to Stark, Florida, because he had got his orders to mobilize, I think like the day before. So I had already took him, so I wasn't on the road. As a matter of fact, he told me they've been clearing trees and doing search and rescue ever since the storm hit. But I just wanted something decent I can look at night with. This unit is certain more things on it that needs to be improved. I think once more people get to playing around with them, it's certain issues that can be ironed out. Mainly, I don't like the 3 times focus where it's zoomed in. Use it, sure. I will cut it on and see if you can actually see through it. So to cut it on, you just have to press the on button, and it's lit. If you want to get rid of the annoying backlight, you just wait. You hold that button, and the unit is still powered. Let's see here. But I don't want to, that's on the menu. Let's see, can I get rid of the menu? There we go. And I'll cut the light out. I'll need one for fishing. The issue with the zooming, I'll show it to you. This might be perfect for fishing or something like that. It's still zoomed in too much. I don't know if I can actually get it where you can see through it. All right, there's my puppy right there sleeping in his chair. I'm not trying to disturb him. Let's make sure I got it zoomed in on him. It's kind of hard to focus it. Let me see if I can get it focused. Hold on one sec. I'm going to focus on my doggy. There we go. All right, so here he is. I don't know if you see. So the reason why I like this particular one is that it has round screens in it. They're not those stupid square ones. But okay, yeah, you can see my dog is like right there. He's looking at me like he's annoyed that I'm disturbing his nap. There he Okay, see, there he is. Because my beloved dog acts more like a cat than a dog. He likes to sleep a lot, which is fine with me because I work at night. Okay, so I'm going to kill the lights and I'll show you what it looks like here in the darkness or mostly dark. Actually, you know what? I forgot I got to do one thing first. I got to take off this annoying IR filter so I can remember. Oh, I might as well cut the back light back on. That way I can see in the dark. It's going to be stupid if I don't have a light on, right? There we go. I'll cut it back on. Okay, let's see here. Now we're in mostly darkness. Let's see here. Okay, you know what? I got to put that down because I hit the annoying menu button. There we go. And then I'm going to do it. So this is the night vision mode without the IR illuminator. So this is in, for the most part, complete darkness without any illumination. So now I'm gonna cut on the IR illuminator. You can adjust the brightness on the different screens. So hold on, let me zoom that in so it looks better. So you can see my doggy. There we go. He still has an annoyed look on his face. Let's see, do I need to cut the, I hope you guys can see this. Let me see if I need to cut the backlight, not backlight. I need to cut the brightness down. Let's see where, yeah, there he is. Yeah, there he is. Let's see, can I get his face? There you go. Let's see, can I get it right there? Yeah, there he is. See, he's there. There's his face. It looks pretty good. I mean, for the price. Let me cut the lights back on. He's sleepy. He's getting annoyed. Oh, here's something else too. So this IR light you see here, it isn't as bright in the daytime. Not daytime, sorry. It isn't as bright with the naked eye. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about daytime. I'm such a quackpot. No, so it's not as bright with the naked eye, but it is visible on this camera. All right, let me cut the lights back on. Let's see here. All right, there we go. All right, pup. Okay. I'll cut this guy off. Just press that. So I'm going to see what it does when I get my mount, how much better I can get it to work. But it does pretty good. Like if you're outside on a dark night, but you have, moon and stars, it does pretty good. Let me see what else do I see here. Okay, so you want to see what it looks like if I put it all the way up to it. Hold on one sec. I'll cut it back on. That's what it looks like with a full view. I'll cut the lights back out. Give me one sec. Cut it on to the... All right, let's cut the lights back out. So I'm bumming around in the dark, and hopefully I don't fall and break my neck. Okay, here we go. Let me focus it real quick. It's like every time I use it, I cut it on, I have to manually focus it back. There we go. And I'm disturbing puppy, but I mean, my boy's not gonna be doing anything tomorrow anyway, but hanging out. So that's what it looks like in complete darkness. And here's what I like about it. Something I don't like about it. It does you get a little glare sometime off of reflective surfaces. But the other thing that you look at, you don't get that herky-jerky movement that you get a lot of times with other night vision that are digital. So let's see here. I'm just showing you video. Wait. There we go. Yeah, so there's my puppy. He's just laying there sleeping in this chair. So I got this up here to it. And this is what I like about it. It is round. The screen is not square. And as you can see, it's the first illumination of the IR illuminator, which I like. I'll cut the lights back on. And then when the storm hit, I had my generator already ready, which is this 13,000 watt hybrid generator that runs off of propane, because I don't use gasoline. But my lights came right back on. See, my city got hit by 2 tornadoes in one day, and my neighborhood got direct hit by 2 tornadoes. But when the tornado went like right over, right by where I live at, by my house, because where I live at, it's so heavily forested, you could see the path that it went, where all the trees were kind of, bent down or whatever when it went over. And then it kind of like turned and went down the street, and then it blew over a bunch of trees and this little apartment complex a little further down the street. But it's just something you got to live with if you're living in Florida. You got to deal with hurricanes and sometimes tornadoes, which is why I have a generator, so I don't have all my stuff in my refrigerator spoiling, because that's miserable. I mean, because I want to say it was like 5 years ago, man. I went through this tornado, no, hurricane. This had to been in, let's see, this would have been when I first, not when I first, sorry. This would have been our previous mayor that we had. And it was a bit of a quackpot, because when we had all these people here to help with the power, and he said, well, if you're not unionized, we're not going to allow y'all to help. So it took months to get power back on, because we had all these people coming from all these other states, and he wouldn't allow all of them to actually help with the power. And the governor had to step in and all that. It was just a bunch of junk. Oh yeah, what it is not that the camera won't focus it. It's that you have to focus this right here. That's why. In additional to this, you also you can zoom in even more. You got left and a right. You can zoom in more. Okay, I'll do another test. I've already tested it before tonight, but I'll do it again. So I will cut it on. That's it. See, here's another thing, right? If they're gonna make it where it makes a little chime, why not make the noise that it does from, what is it, Splinter Cell? That'd have been cool. That little charging, or is that COD? I can't remember. But you know what I'm talking about, the little noise that you think night vision makes, and then you get night vision and they don't make that noise. But anyway, I would have made it make that noise if I almost tripped and fell, so I got to be careful. I'm bumming around in the dark. Ah, God. So if you want it to go into IR mode, it's this little button here at the top. That's night vision, and then second one is that. And then I have to focus it. Hold on. Give me 1 sec. Perfect. It's still focused good. So I don't have to refocus it. Then I'm going to stick it like that. And then there he is, my doggy. Wait, I'm sorry I keep moving it. I don't know exactly. It's my fault for this, moving this thing around. But there you go. You can clearly see through it. And there we go. And there's my doggy. He's just looking at me. Yeah, he's about to sleep. No, he's not. His eyes are open. He's looking at me. He's like, why are you making so much noise? All right, bud, I'm not going to be shining this IR light in your eyes. I'm not trying to disturb you, bud. But yeah, that's what it is. It's a pretty cool unit. Now, so here's the thing, right? I'm looking at this. This has to have some form of imaging software in it, because if you notice how most of the time when you pan like I'm doing now, it gets jerky or distorted. It doesn't do that. So it's some type of imaging software on here. Normally that's the drawback. You notice when you see people with digital units, like the PVS 18s, and then they move, you know, you see a little distortion of the image. Because give me a second. I hope I got another one. I can show you what I'm talking about. Let me get it, see if it's powered or not. About to break my neck in the dark. Crap. Okay, here we go. Here's my other one that I have. Let's see, can you see it? I'm trying to put my camera to you. Where you at? See, this is my other one that I have. And it's looking through the square screen. And this one looks horrible. I mean, you can see in the dark with it. But it took me forever to focus on it. I had to do some work on it. It was, when I bought it, it was broken. And the seller didn't say it was broken. They just, you know, some corrosion. But I don't know how much y'all can see through that. This is one of those Jack Pacifics type, not Pacific, Jack Pacific ones that are that they made as kind of like a toy. Let's see, can I get it? Takes a while for the camera to focus on it. There we go. But still, I don't like this one because this has all these stupid IR lights on. And you can't cut them off. See, it has like 3 of them. Oh, no, how many of these on here? Yes, 5 of them. And you can't cut them off, whereas this one is just one. Let's see here. I'm going to cut my lights back on. Let's see here. Move my bag out the way so I don't trip and break my neck. I have something else too. I'm just looking at this. Then YouTube's acting funny. Time I cut the lights on. People in here left. I think that's YouTube messing around with the stream. But it's funny, right? I'll cut this guy off. This is clearly supposed to be this. I don't know why they made it all bulky and big like this. Even when this thing was made, I get it's a toy, but still, they could have made it look better. Oh, this one is the one that you can record on it, but I don't have the right adapter to make it work, so I can't record on it to show you what it would look like or do any videos with it because cut my unit off. I can't erase the footage that's on there, so I guess whoever I bought it from eBay, it was their toy when there was a kid or whatever, because I saw a bunch of kids running through the house. And you can see that they were using it as like a toy, so I'm assuming that he sold it. It was probably his when he was a kid or something. Because I bought my son one, the other ones, the Cyclops one. I really liked that one, but it stopped working because it did both black and white and green phosphorus. But I mainly use this one because whenever I buy these PEC 15 clones, I want to verify that they actually have an IR illuminator. And so that's what this is for. Because I can look on there and tell whether or not it actually has an IR illuminator. Sometimes they market it as being an IR illuminator, and you're thinking you're getting an IR laser, and what you're actually getting are IR LEDs. So it's still technically an IR illuminator, but it's just not. It's not an IR laser, which is funny because on the shotgun it has an IR illuminator LED, and then the PEC 15 on this one is a laser. Same manufacturer, same identical listings. Just one has a laser illuminator and the other one has a LED. But he want me to scratch you. Hold on. My buddy needs me to scratch him. All right, bud, give me a sec, okay? I'm gonna scratch you. And then when I'm done, I'm gonna give you a doggy biscuit, okay, bud? Yeah. He's probably ready to go to bed anyway, because he sleeps a lot of times in my room. I have his own little doggy bed in my room, and then he was sleeping there with my son, but since he's deployed, he doesn't go in his room. He misses my son. I know, but it's all right. But I'm enjoying this one here so far. I'm just waiting on that new mount so I can put it on the helmet and see exactly how good it does. So whenever I'm doing recording different footage, I can kind of see how it looks without me holding it, trying to hold the camera steady, not the camera, without me trying to hold it steady. I would like to see what it looks like on top of the helmet. So that's the thing I want to really do. What um what I wish is once we know more about how these things are made, I wish I could get a different lens on here so it's not zoomed in at like I said, automatically when you get it, it's zoomed in at 3 times magnification, and then you can zoom in even further. But I don't like that. I want to be able to have it where it's normal. It's like a normal zoom, kind of like this right here. I don't like it where it's all zoomed in. So like when you cut it on, it will be like here by default. I don't want it that close. I want it to be, zoomed out. So that's just a lens issue. I'm not sure why they did it like that. This lens that they have is big enough so you don't have to have it all zoomed in. You may lose some of your zoom or some of your magnification, but it wouldn't be that much. But at some point I'll get footage of in the woods with it at night, and then I'll probably get some footage of shooting these in the dark with the night vision on, see exactly how good they do. And this is just a cheap ballistic helmet. The only purpose this helmet serves is just something to have that to mount to. I'm not using it for the purpose of it being a ballistic helmet. I just don't like the bump helmets. And since that was a decent price, I just got that. That's the only purpose it serves. I'm not trying to use it as bulletproof head protection. Because where I live at anyway, if they shoot at you, they're going to shoot at you with an AR pistol. Which is Pookie's weapon of choice in these parts where I live at. That's what they're going to hit you with. I detest AR pistols, by the way. But every time you're at the range, the guys always have them. And they never have any damn sights on it, right? It's just a regular damn AR pistol. No, nothing on it. No scope, no iron sights, no flashlight, no nothing. Just a regular AR pistol. I'm like, how you gonna hit anything without sights? You're gonna be like Bonnie and Clyde or Machine Gun Kelly and try to shoot from the hip or something like that, which some people can do, but not many. So I don't know. But yeah, if you want to pick you one of these up, they're pretty cheap right now. I don't know how much they get. Not how much they get. I don't know how much they're gonna go for once they start selling more of them. I don't know, but definitely some more people need to play with it so they can find a better solution for it being zoomed in. I thought it might have just been mine, but I've talked to other people that had them and they had the same issue I have with it being zoomed in. So it's zoomed in so much with the 3 times magnification. So I could get a different lens for this one. This would be great because that's all I really want. I mean, you can disassemble this too. So that would be great if you could disassemble it and take it apart and swap the lens out. I just had the challenge of having the right mount. So, like I said, this one is for an actual PVS-7. It will not fit on here. I don't know. They make a Chinese mount like this. I don't know would this one actually fit better because they're made from the same manufacturer or not. I don't know. But I just gave up. I just ordered me one of the ones that have a Wilcox dovetail, which would be the female mount. I just ordered one of those. But I'm gonna still hold on to this guy because at some point I am gonna buy a PVS-7, and so I won't need to buy this because I've already have one. Because I want to buy one like from ATI, I think it's the name of the company. It's not the military one because I believe the military one, the mount is built in. And so that's this mount that I have here, which is fine. I mean, I'm not sure this is aluminum or is it like some kind of steel. Okay, people don't care about the mount. My numbers is dropped showing the mount. All right. Up away, enough about the mount then. But I'm still working on my helmet setup. I know a lot of people now the numbers just went up. I think it's just YouTube doing that. I would used to see it like the chat stopping, and I would also see the video stopping and then it start back. So I think it's YouTube doing it. Or either I'm on the main side of it when you're scrolling through the live and people are just scrolling through. That might be the case. But yeah, if you want to get into digital night vision and have something that's decent, but you don't have a whole bunch of money right now, I would say these are good buy. I like the way that the PVS 18s look, but every review I saw on the PVS 18s were all bad. So I don't want to invest a lot of money in one. I'm just trying to find one that somebody's selling that's pretty cheap. I want to change out the insides of it anyway and play around with it and do some modifications on it. Because I forgot what his name is, but He does the PVS 69 project. He built a PVS 18 that looked pretty it looked pretty decent, but he built it. It also has the digital intensifier tubes that are pretty cool. So it actually, the one that he built, because it has a digital intensifier tube, you can take those out and then you can put like a regular intensifier tube in it. So if you want to run digital or analog, you could do both from that one unit. Obviously not at the same time, but you can swap out the analog or you can use digital, because whenever he built those tubes, he put the pins in the same place. So whenever they're getting their power, all that's in the same exact place. So it doesn't matter if you swap one out. He probably should have patented that idea, because I suspect in a few years somebody's gonna probably steal that design. I mean, to his credit, he made it open source, so that's pretty cool. In a little while, it'll be hunting. Actually, it's already hunting season. It's bow season, but I don't bow hunt. But when I was taking Junior to the National Guard base, since it's out there in the middle of nowhere, there was a bunch of people bow hunting. As we drove through, I could see them. And man, a deer almost ran into the car. It's probably because they were out hunting, but I know I was just like riding. And when you're in the middle of nowhere, you're moving pretty good. I was doing like 65. And it looks almost like that deer you see on YouTube where he's running across. In that case, it wasn't a deer, it was a moose. But he's running across the road, coming toward the car, just like that. But we got whitetail deer here, and they're not that big. They're full size, but it's not like a moose or anything like that. But I'm glad he didn't hit the car, man. That would suck. You in the middle of nowhere and your car get hit by a deer. So any of y'all that ever got your car hit by a deer, that just sounds like aggravation. You gotta go and contact your insurance company and all that kind of stuff and get a police report and all that. But here's the thing though. If you hit a deer, don't just leave the deer side of the road dead. Get the deer. Take him home and eat the meat or something, or eat or else drag him off the road a little bit. But so many people, they just hit the deer and just leave him side the road. But you know what? I've never seen any bucks. The only deers I ever seen hit were always does. I don't know if any of you guys ever seen a buck. I never seen a buck hit. No, I take that back. I did see a buck dead that somebody hit, but I think he was poached for his horns, because when I saw him, like me and Junior was in the woods, and we just came back from the range, and you could see his horns were sawed off. That's something else that people do. If I guess they do hit bucks. I never seen any bucks dead, but people probably do saw off the antlers if they see one. But at that point, man, just take the meat too. I don't see why you have deer and then, But those are gonna be the next test I do. I've already sighted in the AR, and then I already sighted in the shotgun, but I haven't tested it since I've sighted it in. But I did test the AR, so I know that hits zero is pretty good. Not hit zero, it's zeroed in pretty good. So I do enjoy shooting, but man, I had my car in the my car was in the shop for 3 months, and I forgot to get my ammo, and the people there cleaned me out. They took all my ammo out of the damn car, so I got to buy some more ammo because I had 5.56 and 223. Because this particular AR is both. I can shoot either 5.56 or 223, and they cleaned me out, so I gotta get some more ammo. Cause I forgot to get my ammo out when I dropped my car off. Cause I thought it was gonna, well, not my car, but it's my Jeep. I thought when I dropped my Jeep off that I was gonna get it back in a few days. I didn't realize they would have it for 3 months, but it was a part they couldn't find. They just had to keep looking, and finally I found a place that had it. And then I went to them. It was like one of these national distributors of Chrysler parts, and I showed them the website, and they went and purchased it, and they were able to fix it after 3 months. Cause I miss my Jeep. It's forward drive. I can get into a lot of places that I can't with my terrain. I have a terrain as well, but it's not forward drive. And once you get forward drive, you get spoiled because you don't have to worry about all that sliding and slipping in the rain and stuff. The only thing I hate about forward drive is it burns gas. Cause this is obviously it's the smart four. It's not the full time four all the time unless you set it in that mode. It's the smart one. But you can set it's like the Trailhawk because the Jeep I have a Jeep Cherokee, but I have the one that's right below the Trailhawk. So it has the bigger motor, but it's not turbocharged, which I would like to have the turbo, but it didn't. So it has the bigger motor, and it also has the full forward drive. And then you can do sand, you can do mud, you can do snow, but you can't do crawling because I don't have the locking hubs. The Trailhawk, you can actually lock the hubs, so it makes it easier for climbing because if you're going up a steep hill and when you lock your hubs, it doesn't slide as much because your hubs are locked. But I do take it off roading, so I like it. We go out there in the road, off road in the woods and stuff. And I actually use my Jeep for what it's meant for, to go off road. Not it's a gross over glorified grocery getter. I like that new Grand Cherokee, but my YouTube money is non-existent, so don't expect me to have one of those anytime soon. Also, too, I want to thank everybody who take the time to subscribe to my channel because I'm at, I believe, 317, which is good. My goal is to get to 500 subscribers. That's the first part of monetization, I believe. I don't think I can unlock full monetization until after I get to was it 1,000? So we'll see how that goes. I'm just working on the shotgun build. I don't know what's next on here. I will probably paint it a different color. But if I paint it, that's going to be a hassle anyway, because that means I got to paint the EelTech and I have to paint the PEC 15, which I really don't want to do all that painting on that stuff. But I know that's a trend. Everybody's like, "Oh, paint your rifle or your shotgun." But I will use that stuff Duracoat. If I paint it, that's what I want to use. I just don't know what camo scheme I would use or what color I would use. I'm definitely going to paint the AR, but I just don't know what color Junior wants to paint it, so I don't know. We got to figure out some kind of camouflage pattern. I don't know which one that we want to use. I've seen some pretty cool colors with the shotguns, but I don't know. I don't know what color I want to paint it. But I kind of like it being green. I like the old green. I don't like that desert tan stuff. But I think green would look pretty cool. You don't usually see many green shotguns or rifles. I do like the color green on there. But sometimes the way these people shoot, when you know what's hunting, I probably need orange. Because they'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, buddy, I didn't see you. You're right. Although my buddy has some land, so he's letting me and my son, he's going to let us use his land to hunt. So we shouldn't run into anybody else hunting there legally. 'Cause, man, when I hunted last year, you can't really get any deer because where I live at, everybody's dog hunting. They're just riding by with the dogs in the back of their truck, and then they let them go, and then they're just riding up and down aimlessly, chasing behind the dogs, and the dogs run everything away. And then they do something else that they're not supposed to, because it's supposed to be if you're hunting and when you get on, like say if you are hunting from your truck, you're supposed to get off of your truck before you fire. Because what they do is like they'll mount a chair to the back of their truck in their bed, and then they'll get there and they'll search for deer. And they're supposed to, if they see a deer, then take the shot by getting off of the truck and shooting. They're not supposed to shoot from the back of their truck, but a lot of times that's what they do. They're shoot from the back of the truck, and they're definitely not supposed to do that. But like everything in life, the game warden's never there to see if they're doing something they're not supposed to. The game warden only sees if you do something that you're not supposed to do. But yeah, that's what they do, man. They just ride. There'll be a guy on the back of the truck, and he'll just sit there waiting for a deer. Now, why they don't use like a little one of those? Well, I don't know what you call it. Oh yeah, like a little ladder or something that he can stand up and look and survey, and then take the shot. I don't know, but I get he's on the back of his truck, so he can kind of get up, so he can see pretty decently. I get all that, but still, you don't need to chase all the deer away so the rest of us can't get any. But that's what we're gonna do. But we got it sighted in, so I think he was using I think he was using the 80 grain when he was hunting because he used I think it was the 80 grain 55. No, 80 grain was the 223, and I think he used 115 grain for the 556. People say, "Oh, you can't hunt with 556." I don't know why they say that. Like, you can hunt a deer just fine with that, cause we have deer. We don't have moose. So if you hit one of the deers that we have, they're smaller than a person, and so if this rifle is suitable for military purposes, it'll definitely work for hunting. But you just don't want to use like you want to make sure you have hollow point. You don't want to use like steel jackets or something like that. That's not going to do you any good for hunting. But hollow points, yeah, that'll definitely work as suitable hunting ammunition. And I also got a forum that I did on Reddit for the night vision. I don't have the link now. What I'll do is I'll put the link into the chat after the stream is over with. So if you guys want to go there and hang out and look at it and talk about it or whatever, you can. I'm working on getting my social media stuff up. I don't have a big social media presence, so I probably should do that because that probably would help my channel out some. I just don't though. For the longest time, I hated Twitter, but they're kind of, I think, iron out all the issues and the problems with Twitter since Elon Musk bought it and turned into X. And Facebook is okay, man. It's really old people. I mean, that's like my mother's on Facebook. And then my daughter sent me a friend request on Facebook. And I declined. I'm like, if I want to go talk to you, I'll just talk to you. I don't want to be your Twitter friend or your Facebook friend or whatever. I don't have TikTok either. My daughter likes TikTok, but I detest TikTok. Sorry for you guys if you use TikTok, but I'm not a TikToker. Instagram seems to be all right, but Instagram is really a dating site. But that's what these meta glasses that I have. They work with Instagram. Which are you got to use a charger to charge them. They're supposed to have the augmented reality glasses that Meta is already working on making, but I think they said it costs like $20,000 a unit. So I don't know how long it would take for them to bring that to mass production and make it where we could actually afford it. But the cool thing about those, the Meta glasses that they have, the ones that they're working on the prototypes, you wouldn't need to buy something like an Oculus anymore. The glasses would do all of that, and you could even overlay 3D images. Like, say for instance, if you're playing like a 3D game, you could have it for what they call augmented reality, where that you overlaying the 3D image in the real world. It sounds pretty cool, but expensive as well. But I'm gonna get out of here, man. It's like what 3:18. I'm gonna get some sleep. I might stream a little bit again tomorrow. But I appreciate everybody coming to look at my stream, and also to all the people that took the time to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll be on later.